Hey everybody, this is Kyle from Time to Back Out Productions here on the Replace Yourself production vlog day 30. Now, over the past week, had a couple little updates. Nothing major, but on Tuesday we did our writing session. We were getting very close to the end. I'm saying another session or two, which is I know what I've been saying for a while. However, we started writing and we got into some things and debated and rewrote a few minor things and, decided on some changes we wanted to make in editing already. So it's slowing down a little bit, but we're definitely moving along. And, as I've said from the beginning, it's going to take our time and, we're going to get it done. So unfortunately, we don't have, 5 days a week, 8 hours, a day to work on it. So, in addition to writing this week, we also sort of did some research on equipment for production. And we've been doing that for a while. I mean, we've sort of been writing and doing a little bit of the pre-production phase as well. What we specifically looked at this week was getting our workstation up to 4K standards. And, we built it a few years ago, and we've upgraded a few things along the way, but there's definitely things that need to be upgraded to get it up to 4K. And we took a look at that. As well as finally ordering the jib that we wanted to buy. We had it on our Amazon wish list, and it came in onto a lightning deal on Friday night, so we jumped on that and bought it. So that should be coming soon, and I look forward to testing that out, hopefully before the snows come and things like that. Since it is, the end of October. But, so that was a couple things we worked on this week, as well as on Saturday we met with a young man named Stefan Hackman, who is just starting out as a filmmaker, so we wanted to pick our brain a bit, and he's working on a horror short, so we just wanted to, see what we knew and had a few questions about filmmaking. So it was a pleasant experience, and I think that we're going to be working with him in the future, where he's going to be helping us out and learning a few things. Obviously, we're not masters, but, we have made movies, and he's liked a few of the things that he's seen. So, so it was fun. So anyway, this week, what I want to talk about in more detail is actually ending a script or ending your film. Now, I know I posted about this for those who follow the Replace Yourself Facebook page, but I recently watched a film called The Lobster, which I'm sure many of you have seen by now, and I just wasn't too thrilled with the ending. It's what a lot of indie film directors do is I feel like they don't end their movies strong, and maybe that's a Hollywood thing that we've just all grown accustomed to, but I feel like some indie films, they just sort of trail off, and you don't get that sort of satisfying ending to the story. And I'm okay with a question being left open or something like that, but this just sort of felt to me like there needed to be more of the story to be told, and it wasn't. And there was a question left, and I was fine with that, like I said, but it didn't do it for me. So while writing our ending, I think that we've come up with something that's sort of a finale to the film, and will leave audiences satisfied with the story as a whole. And I feel like the movie sort of leads up to it as well, and it's not just a twist or something like that. So I'm really satisfied with our ending, and I'm looking forward to writing it and seeing it on screen. So it just some food for thought about endings. What made me think of it was an interview with George Miller while he was talking about Mad Max Fury Road. And don't quote me on this because I'm not exactly sure how he phrased it, but basically he said the last scene in your film is what you're leaving with the audience. And if you think of movies with great endings like Seven, or Mad Max had a good ending, or Raiders of the Lost Ark, or any movie with that huge ending that leaves an impact. Those are the movies that you remember rather than these films that sort of trail off. And one of the biggest complaints is, lots of times is, I didn't like the ending. It just sort of ended. And, maybe Hollywood has ruined it for us, but people want that ending. People want that finale and that satisfaction, and, I think that we have that with our film. So, as always, you guys can follow us on Facebook, Twitter. We have both a Time to Back Out Productions page as well as a Replace Yourself page on both of those social media sites. Instagram, we have a Time to Back Out Productions page where we post movies every day. You guys can check those out. Our contest is ending soon. I'm not sure if I'm going to get this posted before it's ending. It's ending on the 27th, I believe. So jump on that before it ends. Hopefully this is posted before it actually does end. And then, as always, visit our website, ttbopproductions.com. From there, you can find links to our other movies, these vlogs, lots of information. We've made a few short films and a feature so far, so feel free to check that stuff out. And I think that's about it for this week, so I will catch up with you guys next time.